Couple of things. Got a win, which is fantastic. I didn't think it was an overly comfortable win in the third period, though, was it? Because they threw everything they had at you, and they could have easily tied that game. I think.
Yeah, you have a 4-1 lead, and you want to learn in those positions. It's not a point night. That's where you want to keep it 4-1, and I think we've done that a lot, and that's something that we've addressed. But again, I think it's managing expectations and how you respond to those expectations. It's tough to be perfect. There's going to be a game of mistakes, and we made a couple that ended up costing it, but it's how we learn from it. And I think the perfect example of the game when it comes down to an individual at the end of the first period, Max Creed took a penalty from turning the puck over, but his response in a second drop in the midst completely sparked our team, and so I thought that was a great standpoint from there.
Sure. Zada played such a great game. What's the difference between him this year and last year?
Oh, I mean, experience. One is huge. When you're 16, there's a lot of figuring it out, and you could really see how the plan has kind of started to work when we played our young 16-year-olds 20 minutes a night, as often as we could. It was now and next year and the year after that are really going to pay dividends in junior hockey, and you can see Zada playing with so much experience because he's been in those situations. He's been in those one-goal games, and he's becoming a difference maker, growing into a man right before our eyes. And so the way Zada played tonight, I mentioned, I thought that was the best game in a year and a half I've seen him play, and I don't know if it was being passed over on the prospects game or something, but I thought he sent a message to anybody watching. He should have been in that game because if I'm an NHL prospect or if I'm a scout, that's the kind of guy I want on my team.
Absolutely. Him and Rubeck, too, have such a nice chemistry. Is that the idea to put those two guys together? Because they're still both relatively young, obviously, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. They're going to grow together. They're going to learn from each other. Yeah. And you saw when we would go into Sudbury last year when Musty and those guys at 19 years old would just do circles and, playing against young team. And at some point, the shoe's going to be on the other foot for us. And right now, you can almost say it is. But, they are dominating games at 17. And it's going to be a scary thing when they come to be 19. And all of a sudden, they've grown together for 4 years, playing 20, 25 minutes a night at times. So I think it's a blossoming future. And that's what happens with the draft. When you draft well and you pair guys together well, at some point, being in the cycle, our high draft picks from a bad season is going to turn into hopefully a blossoming future.
Sure. Robertson was back as backup tonight. You got a game tomorrow. You got a game Sunday. At some point, you're going to try and get him in there because he probably needs a game at this point.
Well, yeah, if you're thinking about him personally. But I think this is a team mindset. And like we came out, we're here to make the playoffs and we're here to win. So with the way Owen Flores is playing right now, if he's capable of playing, he's going to play.
After what happened up in Guelph a few weeks ago, giving up 8 goals and one of the efforts that you said was one of your worst of the season, how happy are you with them being able to respond and bounce back against this team, because this is the only other time you're going to play them this year? Talk about the collective effort and, showing that you guys could battle back here.
Yeah, I thought, it was a great response. And, how many times have we said that this year where the guys have responded, especially energetic-wise and finding a way to play. So you can almost count on the fact that they were going to be ready, especially from the 3 days of practice that we had this week. So very happy with the response and with the result. And I think it's getting to the point where you're starting to really understand and know what makes these guys tick. And if I could have bet the bottom dollar that they were going to come out ready to play tonight.
You scored 4 unanswered goals in that middle period. You gave up another early goal. I know the early goals are something that you want to address and correct, but for your team to battle back with 4 unanswered goals in that middle period, just how big was that to change the tide and the momentum? Because Guelph was really doing a good job of honing you guys in, but then you really took control of the game at that point.
I respect Guelph a lot. I think they're a really good hockey team with some really good players, and they play tough and physical, and they're very well coached. And to be honest, I don't think their record shows really how good they are, so there's a lot of respect over there. And it's very tough. Luchenko beat Galyanov to the net and scored 30 seconds in. They made a play, and that's what really good players do. They got a 7th overall NHL draft pick with 4 games under his belt over there. It's going to be tough to contain that guy. It's how do you stop him? Well, you don't. It's you limit him to what he's going to get. And I think the last time out, he had 4 points or 5 points against us, and limiting to I think only 2 tonight was a great effort. So we made a mistake early on, but you got to give that guy an opportunity to earn it back, and had him right back out there on the next shift. And I thought Galyanov closed the game pretty well.
In that third period, 32 saves, so it wasn't his biggest save effort of the season, but that sprawling save on the rebound that Flores made to keep it a 1-goal lead in your favor, just how big was that for your overage goaltender? And I mean, he's done it all year, but at that point, save of the night for sure.
I mean, you can't teach that. I mean, that's just unbelievable goaltending, great reaction. And what you ask your goalie to do to give you a chance to win is come up with the routines and maybe steal one that that you need a little extra help. And that's exactly what he did. I mean, speak of the devil as he walks by, but great goalie. And that's why I said we're in a position where we want to win right now. It's been too long since having that opportunity. And Owen Flores right now gives us the best chance to win. So as long as he's healthy and motivated, we're going to make sure that we give him an opportunity to play as many games as he can.
Lastly, newcomer Blake Aerosmith coming over from London, gave up 2 third-rounders to get him, so a decently high return going back the other way. What did you like from his game tonight? And I saw that you put him with the other 17-year-olds in Rubric and Zada. What did you like from number 18's game tonight in his first time?
Yeah, this is going to be a group that you want to assemble to grow together. And like you said, you're in a league where that has cycles, and they should be good because the majority of the team are 19 years old type thing. And, you know, the guys that are driving the bus right now for us are, second line 17-year-olds. And we want them to hopefully have stability with years, with the same coach, with the same message, with the same type of influence, both on and off the ice. And that's how you build the culture. And right now we're establishing what it is to come to the rink every night, and that's expecting to win, but expecting to win playing a team way while representing the community in a very positive atmosphere. So you add a Blake Aerosmith, and yes, you give up a lot, but you're looking at your future. And it wasn't that we only had single third-round picks in those years. I mean, they were expendable picks. I thought our management did a great job of identifying a need, which was a right shot, the age, which was an 07, and obviously his ability to play physical and speed. And on that Zada goal, it was all him turning it over on the forecheck. So great job on Blake, and he's going to get adjusted and to the minutes that he plays here compared to what he did in London. And great kid, which speaks volumes off the ice.
Thanks, Coach. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.